Hi YouTube, this is JJ714 coming at you. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video. Had a very, let me say, different week. I actually had to, my husband called me today for lunch and I sort of had to vent because I guess I kept so much in and everything, but God is good, all is well. Let me start. Let's see. I've only been able to exercise one day this week. Um, Between the weather and we had challenges with our heating system, so we had someone out yesterday trying to get that fixed. The warmest place is up in our bedroom areas, which is good because at least we stay warm. But because of it not being working the way that it should be, we live in a three-layer townhome. If you turn the heat on the second level or even the first level, all the heat actually comes up to the top. So we're burning up at the top. So basically, we had to cut the heat off on the bottom level. My husband has a space heater down there when he goes down to the office to use. On the second level, we haven't been using it, but then come to find out that everything was how it was something that was either shut off or not working the way that it should have been, according to the gentleman that came to repair it yesterday. And he had to order parts, so it's still not fixed. So that was one thing. And then woke up this morning, and actually I started noticing something yesterday, and I mentioned it to my husband last night. But my husband just sort of, I guess he thought, okay, well, it's okay or whatever. Excuse me, my hair is just like, ugh. But woke up this morning and the refrigerator is not working. So we've lost probably like about almost $100 worth of food, which I don't like since I'm not working and haven't worked for over 2 years. And I was able to save some things. However, we're not able to get a repair person out today because either they're on vacation or they just couldn't get out. And basically, the bottom line is the earliest that we would have been able to get somebody was Monday, but of course, all would be lost. So we're going to end up having to get a new refrigerator sometime tomorrow. And what I could reserve, I put in coolers and it's in the sink and ice. But I have a feeling that, especially stuff that's in the sink, is not going to make it. So that's probably going to be another $50 loss in products. And I'm just sort of I was just so frustrated today, and I told my husband I had to call him back and apologize because I think I was just, trying to get things prepared. The other good thing, my nephew, who is my identical twin sister, her oldest son, he's in the army, and he's stationed over in Belgium. He's married, and they have a grandson, a grandchild for my sister. And the baby is about a year, and his wife, she has a child from a previous relationship. But I told my daughter, I said, well, treat her just like she's your cousin, and because she is your cousin. And so they're flying in this evening. They'll be flying into the airport in Atlanta. So, um, I was trying to get the house ready and set up because they have jet lag or will have jet lag when they get here. And he's renting a vehicle so that he can drive to Montgomery, Alabama, which is our hometown. But my thing is, because the flight was supposed to come in early today, and of course, all international flights always end up being delayed. So they're coming in later at about, they should get here about 7, but then or 7:30, but by the time you get luggage and all that stuff, it's going to be pretty late. So I've already talked to my husband and just pretty much arranged everything so they can spend the night here tonight so that they could get some rest instead of trying to come here for an hour or so and, get on the road because they're tired. I know they're going to be tired. And then traveling with children and a baby, that's going to be a bit. So that's the bright news. I haven't seen my nephew, and it's really been longer than 6 years for me because he's been in the military now, I think almost about, I would say about 7 or 8 years. And I probably have not seen my nephew in about that length of time. So it's going to be really, really nice to see him and his family. They're on Facebook, and I've got to look at some of the videos that his wife has put on. And I'm just very excited for my twin sister and everything. And just seeing the babies and seeing his wife, because she seems like she's a pretty nice person. But I guess me being, a Southern girl in hospitality, I was just telling my husband the reason part of me was frustrated is because, having guests and especially having a baby and then not having a refrigerator. And, I'm sure he doesn't drink milk or anything, but you always want to keep juice for little kids and stuff like that. And I don't have that capacity. So probably before we go to the airport, have to go by Walmart or someplace and pick up another cooler and just use that exclusively for juice and water and stuff like that. And I guess we'll be eating out or sandwiches or something. So, um, other than that, just, trying to challenge. But one thing I want to show you, one day, I think it was Wednesday, we went to pick my husband up from, rides the express bus. It's like an express service bus that takes them from park and ride, and then take him all the way downtown to, get off in front of his building almost where he works, and then he catches it back. Well, he comes home and he has this big brown bag that has his company logo on it. So, he's always thinking about me and my daughter, and I thought, okay, he must be bringing something home. And I was thinking it's more because it's holiday time. Maybe somebody did a cake or pie or something, because that's what I normally would do. Well, we get home, and of course he said, well, I was thinking about my girls. Guess what he got us? He went to his company's store, and these are just so cute. They are little habitat red, American red foxes, collectibles. Aren't those cute? They are just so adorable. And I just thought that was so sweet of him to bring those home for us. And they got the little Habitat logo underneath. But I just thought that was so sweet of him. So he said he started to wrap them up, but we saw the bag. So, of course, we would have probably nagged him all night about what was in the bag. And the other thing is, I know when you look at this, you say, okay, this is America's best herbal oil. Well, not exactly. What happened was I was running out of this oil, and this is what I normally use after I take my shower or bath, and I will put this on immediately after I get out of the bathtub. And it's about like $1 or something. And I think it may have gone up now because it used to be like $1 something. I think it may be 2 something. But I really like it for my skin. However, I started thinking, I said, well, I do want to start using more natural products. So what I did was I said I will just reuse the bottle. And what I did was I put in almond oil, avocado oil, castor oil, a little jojoba oil, some grapeseed oil, a little, I'm trying to think what else. I didn't use olive oil, which I really, really like, and I normally would use olive oil. And as you can see, it's very, very oily right now. I guess I must have. And I did put some lemon. It wasn't lemongrass. It was lemon body oil. I did put a little glycerin in it as well, and I put a few drops of rosemary oil in it, and that's what it looks like on my skin. Um, it smells like the lemon. I do smell some of the rosemary too, which is not. It's a really nice scent. So I don't mind wearing it, especially after I take my shower and I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I just like the way it felt, and I said I'm gonna test it out and see how this works on my skin overall. Along with that, I put the shea butter mixture that I made for my skin on. However, I still find that especially in the winter, my skin is very, very sensitive, and there are times that it's almost like if your skin gets dry before you put any moisture on it, you can get that sort of like dry, itchy like feel. And I have that especially at the back of my thighs. Um, so I'm looking for something that I can use, preferably a natural product that I can use to um, uh, something not necessarily consistent of petroleum, because I know I used to use a lot of petroleum jelly in the winter time, and I would put it on my feet and on my hands, and I would put like socks or gloves or something like that on. But I'm trying to start using more natural ingredients. However, I may have to continue to use some type of lotion, like the Eucerin uh, that I have purchased. I am trying to start using more natural products. I think I'm going to do a Google search and or either do a YouTube search as well, just to see what type of products that some of the YouTubers or people are using, natural products for their skin in the winter to keep your skin healthy and dry. Not healthy and dry, but healthy. And, so you don't have that. I don't want to look greasy, but I'd rather be greasy than to be ashy. And actually, what it looks like now, if I don't wear gloves, by the time I get out, this will be gone. So my skin, and I try to take very good care of my skin, but it does tend to soak up a lot of moisture, especially in the winter time. So if anybody has any recommendations for that. But I just basically want to come on because it has been a very busy week. Been a little disappointed because I really do need to exercise. I do have a tendency to, I do suffer from depression. I don't like to, share that a lot, but I do. And one thing, I don't want to take medication. So part of my, um, I guess you say, health regimen is to exercise. And I know being, in home, and I do want to exercise at home, but the problem is I put up the Christmas tree, so I don't have as much space in my living room area as I would. And I do have a little space in my bedroom, but I've never really tried to exercise in my bedroom. And what happens is I sweat a lot, and it gets hot up in my bedroom. So I don't want to know that it's already hot before I start exercising and sweat even more. So that's why I haven't done it. But depending on what things look like tomorrow, we are supposed to be taking a trip to Montgomery to see my folks as well. I may try to get to the gym. I doubt that I will, because I have to do my daughter's hair, and I need to do my hair, which depending on what time we get from the airport tonight, I'll probably do my hair and may even try to do hers tonight. But when you have company, it just sort of, rearranges your schedule a little bit. So needless to say, I'm going to have a busy weekend as well. Part of it I plan to enjoy. I just wish I could have gotten more exercise in this week. But, things are as they are, and that's one thing that I do have to be a little bit more flexible. For the most part, I am, but I'm a planner, and I try to stick to a schedule because it works for me. Maybe that has to do with my military background, but it works for me. And when I'm not on schedule, it just sort of throws me off balance sometimes. So um, but I just wanted to come on and say hello and tell you guys that I miss you and everything. And I will try to get back, probably not today, but maybe this evening. If I could talk my nephew and his family into doing a quick video, I may introduce them to you. If not, I will try to get a video in sometime by the weekend or early next week. Until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and be safe out there. Be warm, be careful, because there's been a lot of car accidents here. As a matter of fact, on Wednesday when I picked my husband up, we were on the way home, and there was a terrible car accident. I don't know if somebody had been, running from the police or something, but their vehicle had flipped over into somebody's yard. I don't know if it was a business or a home, but basically whoever was in the vehicle, I don't think that they made it because the car was severely damaged. And all I could do was just pray. And I just want to say, please be careful. If you have to leave a few minutes early, leave to get where you're trying to go, or just be late. It's better to be safe than, to be sorry. And, just watch out, because there's a lot of drunk drivers out here, people drinking and thinking that they can drive and they can't. So be safe and keep warm and be blessed and have a great weekend. God bless you and love you. Peace. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.